I'm Bree, the artist behind Stitching Witch, a fiber arts brand that focuses on handmade embroidery and crochet, and today we are vending FanExpo Chicago 2025. I'm so excited. This is the most ambitious booth setup I've ever done. Surprise, surprise. I feel like every time I come on here and talk to you guys, I'm like, I'm doing a new crazy booth setup, but this is the one. I am going to give you a little tour of the booth and show you everything I've got going on. I'm so excited. Show hours today are from 2 to 9 with VIP being from 2 to 4. So we are about 10 minutes until doors open, so running a little behind, but it's fine. I'm going to go ahead, run you through everything I've got going on, and then tell you a little bit about the show. My mic apparently didn't charge, so we're doing this real quick, but don't worry, I'll be back around. I believe we are going, it's a 3-day event. Tomorrow is the longest day, of course, from 9:30 to 7, and then the next day is 9:30 to 5. So we've got a big full day ahead of us, and we are about to clock in and get started for the weekend. So I hope you'll stick around and see how we do. Bye. This is one of my favorite new parts of the setup. I've got my drift loom is going to be my big attention grabber. I will pull you aside and show you. There he is. He is my attention grabber for the weekend, and then I've got a bunch of crochet babies. I wish I had made a little bit more. I was a bit behind, but I mean, what's an artist alley without a little bit of burnout to kick off the weekend? So that's another reason why we're doing it. Comfy clothes all weekend long. By the time it was time to pack, I had so much brain fog that things just went in the bag. So I'm just happy to be here. This was my best event of the year last year, so I'm excited to see if we can hit that number or possibly even pass it, considering I put a lot more care and attention into this year's setup compared to last time. If you're interested in last year's setup, I'll go ahead and put a picture right here for you so you can see the differences. I was very new to building a really big flashy crochet part of my display, and so I really feel like I've gotten it down to a science now. Another big thing that I did differently is use those big grid walls that you've been seeing in previous vlogs, which are going to be right over here. So last year I used a clothing rack, and now I've got all of my designs very clearly on display, which means I have less designs to offer, but they are a lot easier to see when you're walking past, and I do think that's going to make a big difference. Another thing I did differently this time is I'm doing self-serve stickers, which is a staple for my local markets, but not for my cons. But I'm really eager to see how it goes. I honestly think that it's the right call. It does take up a lot of my booth space, but I think aesthetically from the outside looking in, it just looks so good. Let's hope that it goes as well as I think it will. And then finally, the last big difference I made this time is my little nook for my babies. Typically I put them all in an acrylic standee if they're really small, but I feel like this is just so, I don't know, there's just something about it that's scratching an itch in my brain. And I would be hard pressed not to repeat this layout in the future. Even though it did take me a little bit more time, I think it was worth it. I'm cracking myself up with how fast I'm speeding through this dialogue because I know the doors are about to open and I want to make sure that I have all of this squared away before people start coming in. But yeah, that is my speed run tour of what I've done differently for this booth. It does look like there's some guests in here already, so I'm about to wrap it up and jump back there. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. The literal worst part about this convention is this god-awful lighting. It is crazy. All my pictures from last year look so crunchy and weird, so we're just gonna deal with that. That's just gonna be what we're rocking with. But while my mic still has a little bit of juice, before I take a break and charge it while I dial in for my first few sales, I wanted to show you guys my updated pins on my badge. So this is the Artist Alley badge that we are working with this year. Is that focused? Yeah. And then my favorite button ever, my Con Artist button. And then my newest addition is my I'm the Artist button that I made recently because Michael was tired of being asked if he was the artist. And so in turn, I made him, there you go, a Booth Babe button. Lastly, I have my Drawn by Ivy pin, which I got at MomoCon this past spring, which I love so much. That is what we're rocking with our lanyard, and I think doors are officially open, so I'm gonna hop off, charge the mic for a little bit, and then I will be back when things start getting interesting.
Chat. Hello. So we're here at FanExpo in Chicago. I just had some trail mix that was so scrum. Scrum being scrumptious, of course, for those who are not aware. Should be a good weekend. I'm excited to finally have an official badge of honor. Wow, look at that. Who is he? Did I get it right? Did I do it right? Who is he? It's me. The mic with the mic. The mic with the mic. Not planning to buy anything. We'll see how that goes.
There are so many good artists this year. Last year, I don't think I bought anything at this con, but I've already seen like 3. All of my booth neighbors are so talented. I'll take you guys around this weekend so that you can see. But yeah, I'm gonna spend a little money.
Honestly, we're right next to this booth that has Shadow, Sonic, Silver, Knuckles, Blaze, and if I see Tikal anywhere, then you know it's out of my hands completely. Here are my hands. This is it. Out of my hands. I would pay you all so much money if it meant that you could make me look into the camera and not at the reflection that I'm seeing on the, you know, I just talking to you guys, but I end up just talking to myself. But yeah, so should be a really good weekend. Very excited. Gonna be very fun. Be excited to show you guys everything we do and tell you about how it all goes. So we will obviously update you all. Be sure to lock in, get you a cozy snack, get you a cozy drink, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
So I had a carousel on Instagram go pretty viral recently, and the premise was like ways you can look at your customers without making them nervous. And the bit was that I was looking at customers in really ridiculous ways, like under the tablecloth, like through the grate. So I'm gonna do a part 2.
That's sproutage.
This is so unserious to me because in what universe can anybody eat this comfortably? Whether you're in cosplay, walking around, vending back here, this is ridiculous. These are tacos, by the way. I know you can't tell. So I forgot to check in after I made my first sale like I said I would, but our first sale of the day was our Magikarp. Immediately following, we sold Snorlax and one of our Eevees. And then we had a little rush where I sold a few of the small crochet plushies. And I think that's it so far. I don't think we sold any embroidery just yet. We sold some stickers. But it has been, it's still VIP hours. Main floor hasn't even opened yet. So I just sign it?
Yep, just sign it and I'll put everything, and then I'll put
Make sure I'm right side up. Okay. Yay! Hi. Awesome, thank you so much.
No worries. This is so cute. Your art is wonderful.
Thank you, enjoy your con. Saturday ended up being very stressful. It was all extra coffee and broken Wi-Fi. Basically, at peak hours, right around lunchtime, Michael left to go get food, which kept him in line for about an hour, and the Wi-Fi crashed at that same time. So I was scrambling to try to balance the amount of sales that were coming in because the crowd was absolutely massive during this time. Honestly, all day Saturday, it was so busy, and we were so thankful for that, but it left me very little time to talk to the camera. I mostly just let the camera run throughout the day so that I'd have some footage for you guys, but I was so locked in just trying to make sure I could get these transactions to go through. It ended up completely working out, but it sure did take a lot out of me, and once the dust finally settled with the Wi-Fi going in and out, apparently we entered a severe thunderstorm warning that I didn't know about since I had been in the building since like 8 a.m. and the power went out. So the booth got pretty dark for a while there. I wasn't sure if we were gonna have to close down the artist alley, but lights ended up coming on after about an hour and a half and everything was okay. So it was just a really hectic day. I just wanted to touch base on everything that happened that I wasn't able to talk to you about in the moment, and now we can go ahead and jump right into the next day. Alright, let's talk about the vlog. Okay, first, we are at my favorite coffee shop in town. I got a cinnamon roll chai latte because it's part of their new fall menu and I've been dying to try it, and I think this is the best chai latte I've ever had, ever. It's so good. Long time no talk, but I guess maybe not that long for you because you just watched the last however long of this vlog before you got to this yap session, but it's been a while for me, so let's talk about it. I honestly almost didn't post this vlog at all. That's why you're seeing it almost a month, like 3 weeks since I filmed it. FanExpo Chicago took place in the middle of August and today is September 8th, so I walked away from this vlog really frustrated because I spent a lot of time and effort on this vlog. I mean, I hope that's evident in what you've seen so far. But yeah, I honestly walked out of this vending weekend thinking like, this is the best vlog I've ever filmed. I'm so excited. Like, I feel like I really poured into it as much as I could, and I'm like, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. And then I get home and I'm going through all this digging with the footage, and I see that the audio goes out, and you just saw on Saturday at the end the audio had gone out, and I was sitting in the hotel room that night extremely frustrated, just being like, how could this happen? Like, I'm so careful, I always check, and I was just being really hard on myself. You know, as a new vlogger, there's a learning curve to this, but I felt like I shouldn't be making the same mistakes over and over, you know what I mean? And so Sunday morning I get ready and I'm like, okay, let's do a little mic check, like let's make sure everything is working as it should, everything's fully charged, like all that good stuff. So I filmed a mic check. Mic testing. And then after I filmed the mic check, I unplug it and I listen, and I'm like, oh my god, perfect, we have sound, everything's good. Like, we're gonna film extra hard today. We're gonna do a lot to make up for the content that I lost audio on Saturday. It's gonna be fine. We have a whole day. So I went through Sunday. I had a bunch of interviews with the other artists that were set up out there. We did behind the booth tours. We talked about events we were going to be at next. We went to dinner. We had so much fun. It was some of the most unique content I had filmed so far, and it was also the first time that I had made a friend group at a convention that I was able to spend a lot of substantial time with, other than just like being behind my booth the whole time, which was a blast. It was so rewarding. I had so much fun. I truly, I enjoyed every second of it. And so when I got home, and I'm like, I just made the most killer vlog, like, let's get to it. I dove into editing immediately, and I knew that Saturday had a chunk that would be missing audio, but I had already come up with a game plan to fix that, and so I just dove in head first. Started editing the Friday section and just made my way through. I got to the end of Saturday, the part that you just watched, and I put my Sunday clips into the timeline, and I start looking, and all of the audio tracks are flatline, and I'm like, no, that can't be true. That has to be a glitch. So I go and I pull all the raw files, and I'm going through and I'm looking, and sure enough, having the same problem again. So I'm like, maybe this is an import issue. So I go get my camera, I put the SD card back in, I'm going through the files. The sound check tester footage has sound, and then the very next video has no audio, and it remains that way for the entire convention. It's one of the biggest conventions I do all year. I have been hyping it up to you guys for months. I have been hyping myself up for months. I have been planning and strategizing and coming up with what I wanted to film, how I wanted to do it differently, how I could improve, because let's be real, I'm a new vlogger. My first few vlogs are not very good. The audio equipment sucks. So I upgraded to a new mic, and now even though the mic quality was better, it was still giving me connectivity issues. And I just couldn't believe I was sitting here looking at another full day of basically unusable footage. And like, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I crashed out. I crashed out. I was like, maybe this is not for me. And I don't want to feel that way because I love vlogging. I love this. This has been such a new, fun, and rewarding part of my job. I mean, I've been doing embroidery and crochet and markets and running this business full time for 6 years. And so to take on this new challenge, I truly have been loving every second of it. I was dumbfounded. I could not believe I had found myself in this position. Not only again, but worse than ever before. And I was embarrassed. I mean, let's be honest. It was so embarrassing to have been telling you guys about this vlog for all of this time. And it basically, it effectively didn't exist. I have half of a vlog. I have a day and a half of footage. Like, that's unbelievable. So I decided not to post the vlog. I took some time away from it, and I just decided it was a wash. And so, hold up, chai break. This is healing me. So yeah, I basically decided there was nothing that could be done. The footage wasn't usable. I would just have to walk away. Nobody wants to watch half of a vlog, you know? Especially when I know, as the person producing the vlog, that so much of the footage that doesn't have audio is some of the best footage I got. And so I was at such a loss. I still kind of am, sitting here with you guys right now. I don't know, I took some time, like I said, and I first and foremost decided I can't use my current camera setup. It's not gonna work. I can't be filming a vlog stressing the entire time about whether or not the footage is coming out properly, especially when I'm actively working. I'm on the clock when I'm filming these vlogs. So I just had to start by walking away from that camera, and so I did. Right now, I'm talking to you on my brand new Osmo Pocket 3, which I am so thrilled about. I actually did film a vlog with this past weekend that you can actually expect to be coming up with no delays very, very soon. And it was excellent. I had so much fun. I didn't realize how limited my filming capabilities were with my previous camera until I updated to this one, and I am just feeling extremely grateful to even be able to buy this camera. Like, this is just like one of the coolest pieces of equipment I've ever had. So I feel a lot better going forward that the quality of the content I will provide to you guys will be astronomically better from here on out. Like, that is such a huge weight off my shoulders. So you can look forward to that for sure. Step 2 was deciding what the hell I was going to do about this vlog. And I think the solution is this. You guys are my friends. Most of you have been around for a very long time on my artist journey. And for that, I am extremely grateful. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I promise my other vlogs will be a full, complete vlog. So please consider watching another one. But in the meantime, yeah, there's no reason why I shouldn't just be honest with you guys and tell you exactly what's going on. So that's what happened. I think that the half of the vlog I'm able to provide to you guys was still pretty good. Sprinkling clips in and out of Sunday for you guys so you can see what you could have had, what you still sort of have without the audio. At the end of the day, one of the most important things about this career path is being able to adapt. You are consistently adapting. Art styles are changing, trends are changing, what's in demand is always changing. My bestseller 1 month will be completely dead for the next 6 months. It is truly unpredictable. Social media algorithms are up and down. One social media is the place to be, and then the next week everyone's abandoned it. It is truly a lesson in patience to be an artist nowadays. It just is. And so I think that this is just speaking to that. Honestly, this is just another lesson for me on how to adapt and how to be better and how to provide the best possible content for you guys. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time to see this vlog all the way through and sit with me while I get a little vulnerable with you guys and just be realistic about what it looks like. It's not always perfect. Hopefully the next few vlogs will be perfect. I'm very optimistic that I've got this all squared away now and that I can move forward and be a lot more successful with my YouTube journey. But in the meantime, this is what it looks like to just be an artist who's figuring things out. So if you'd like to stick around and watch me figure them out some more, I would absolutely love to have you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We've only been at this for about 6 months, and I'm honestly blown away that I'm at 650 subscribers right now. Like, that may seem small to like bigger YouTubers, but I mean, it's 100 subscribers a month for a girl with a messed up microphone and a vlog that didn't film all the way. So I'm thrilled to be better for you guys. I'm thrilled to keep growing with you and sharing my art with you for all of the markets and events to come. Additionally, you can find me on Instagram at astitchingwitch. It's the same ad I also use for TikTok and Twitter, though I'm not quite as active on there as I am on my Instagram. You can find a lot of behind the scenes footage over there, as well as some really good reels that my fiance and I make together. So if you're interested in stuff like that, I would really love to have you there as well. But in the meantime, thank you for making it all the way through this Yap session with me. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.